Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. Okay, so we've got a little bit of news to talk about in this video. So first up here, we have another Transformers and Jurassic Park collaborative 2-pack revealed. The sequel to the 2021 collaborative 2-pack, if you will. It's going to be about $75, which is a little cheaper than that first one. It's going up at 1 p.m. Eastern time today, so by the time this video is up, it'll probably already be up for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse and Amazon. So taking a look at this 2-pack right here, this is pretty cool. This dinosaur one right here seems like it has shared engineering from the 1996, I think it was, Basic Class Iguanus figure, which by the way is a great figure. They just re-released it, what was that, last summer or a few months ago. I'd pick it up. It's a pretty great figure. I have the original copy. And it seems like, in terms of the gun and the overall layout of the transformation, they're very similar. So I don't know how that went about, if they took inspiration or if it's just a coincidence or what, but it does look pretty cool. I like the colors, the sculpt work. The paint does seem a little bare, especially for when it's all said and done with shipping and tax or whatever. It's going to be 80-something, $90. So, but the Jeep one right here, we got another Jeep Jurassic Park Transformer right here, which is kind of cool. I'm wondering who this could be as a pre-tool. I don't think the one from 2021 has been reused in the Generations line yet, so I don't know if they're ever going to do that, but just brainstorming here, I don't know. Who else could be a Jeep? Maybe Roll Bar from, what was that, Alternators, I think. So, I hope they reuse these molds at some point because they're not too bad. Maybe not so much the 2021 version, but this one looks to be a bit more unique and better in terms of the wheel placement. Looks pretty interesting. We don't really get that too often on Transformers these days. So yeah, this is a decent 2-pack. I probably won't be getting it because it's either going to be on deep discount or whatever, and you know, I'm not much of a collab toy fan, but we have some in-hand images of the new buzzworthy Target exclusive Studio Series Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Wow, that's a mouthful title right here, and he looks pretty great. Yeah, there's not much else to say that's already been said, but we have comparison shots, which is definitely new, obviously, next to Scourge. So yeah, Scourge is still a little bit taller. Interesting to see how accurate that is for scale. We got him next to the War for Cybertron Game Optimus that just dropped. By the way, I did a stop motion review on that figure a few weeks ago. Go check it out on the channel. And we have him next to the recently released YOLO Park model kit. And he's a little bit shorter than the kit. I really love the improvements on this mold, and here he is next to Scourge in vehicle mode. You could recreate the famous scene where he's ramming into Scourge into that brick wall, which is rumored to be cut in the movie, by the way, so I don't know why they would cut that. That scene seems to be pretty epic, but whatever. Again, the gun is still too small, so I hope there's an upgrade kit that comes out to remedy that, and the sword needs some orange or yellow paint on there. So there are a couple things in terms of the accessories that I don't really like, but this figure seems really great. Can't wait to get it in hand, do a stop motion review for y'all, and whatever else I want to do with it. So yeah, this looks pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be getting it. And some pretty big news for Rise of the Beast in the sequel, perhaps. Steven Caple Jr., he did an interview that was put up yesterday on the Geek Culture YouTube channel, and he says some pretty interesting things in this interview here. He talks about how he wanted more Predacons in the movie, but ultimately due to timing constraints and there already being a lot of characters in this movie, they decided not to include them too much, but more so allude to them, like with the Scorponok army and Scourge having Predacon symbols on him. So I understand that, but it would have been cool to get more Predacons in this movie, but I'm assuming for the sequel, because it seems like what he's saying here, he wants to bring more in for either a spin-off or a sequel movie, And to add on to that, he also says there are other characters that he would love to put into the sequel to Rise of the Beast that he doesn't want to touch on yet because he might be able to put him in there, so he doesn't want to give that away just yet. But there is one character in particular, a big baddie that we all know who it is, Megatron, that he name drops, that he says he wonders where he is in this universe and he really wants to add him into the sequel or whatever movie he gets to do. And I am loving what he's saying here. More Predacons explaining where Megatron is. He does mention, he says he knows where Megatron is in the Bayverse, whatever that means. So make of that as you will. It continues to get confusing. 1 minute he's saying a reboot. I don't know. It should be no questions asked at this point that this is a new universe. But I'm really excited for the potential Megatron villain being used in the sequel to Rise of the Beast. And he talks about specifically how he wants Megatron to be sort of the G1 incarnation. Me personally, I would love to see if Optimus Prime spends the movie trying to convince Megatron of Unicron, the imminent threat of Unicron, and they eventually team up for the third and final movie. I don't know, that's something that I would love to see. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys would want to see, how you would want Megatron included into this new universe. We have this crowdfunding campaign thing here from Takara of a lunar cruiser Optimus Prime. It's sort of like a collaborative type thing. So we have another collab figure. It is expected to release in March 2024. And this thing looks pretty cool. It's not for me personally, but it does seem to be pretty cool, and it seems like a lot of people are actually interested in this. It's got a Matrix feature up in there, it looks like. I don't know if it comes with any weapons. I don't know if they were allowed to do that. Maybe there was something in the contract that said they couldn't, but I don't know. It seems like there's like an arm cannon there. Looks like he's got hand articulation, which is kind of cool. So yeah, definitely a pretty cool looking Prime, and it is a licensed Toyota lunar vehicle for those of you that love yourself some Toyota vehicles. So yeah, this is pretty decent. I probably won't be getting this if it's even available in America. It's MP scale, by the way, so keep that in mind if you want to buy it. So it's not going to fit in scale with Generations, so yeah, not for me, but I'm sure a lot of people out there are going to be wanting it. And I know I said I wouldn't be watching any clips or covering much of this stuff anymore for Rise of the Beast, which I really haven't at all. But I sort of accidentally, through somebody's Instagram story yesterday, watched this clip of Stratosphere that was shared by the Transformers Movie TikTok page, and it says, when the ride share is sus. And we see Stratosphere pull up to New York City where Noah, RC, Optimus are waiting for him, presumably, and he lands, he transforms, and he coughs up an engine part or whatever he threw up, and it's really funny, and Mirage says, yeah, I'm walking to Peru, and it is absolutely hilarious, man. I am so excited to see the team dynamic and interactions between all the characters, Noah, Optimus, RC, Mirage, Stratosphere, when they meet up with Wheeljack. Seems like Stratosphere has a lot of character, and I am really excited. I really hope they do a Commander class or Titan class Studio Series figure. It seems like he would work better as a Titan class because he seems absolutely massive in this scene here where he's transforming. And what an awesome looking transformation, by the way, and how he lands. And we finally know the context of Noah and Mirage in this scene. It's when they're meeting up with Stratosphere. We now know that when they go to Peru and meet up with him. So that is really cool. I'm digging the way this scene looks, and oof, we are 8 days away from Rise of the Beast, or 7 if you're getting the early screenings. I'm not. I'm going June 9th on next Friday, so 8 days away. I'm so excited. This movie looks like it's going to be really good. We are in for a treat this summer, and yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video. Let me know down in the comments below. What do you guys think about this new Stratosphere clip? What do you think of the interview of Stephen Caple Jr. mentioning how he wants Megatron and more Predacons in Rise of the Beast sequels? What do you guys think about the new collab figures that were revealed and the in-hand images of Buzzworthy Optimus? And yeah, thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you next one. Bye!